What's going on there, YouTube world? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys with another YouTube video. And yes, in this video, we're gonna be giving a stimulus check update because a lot of you guys are like, bro, where is my money? I have answers for those of you that are gonna be tuning into this video and watching this before I even get started in the video, because it helps the YouTube algorithm. And again, I'm broke, busted, and disgusted, and I need you guys' help to go ahead and smash the thumbs up button, because again, I need my stimulus check as well. So go ahead and do that for me if you haven't already. And if you guys are brand new, just taking a look at this channel, I wanna welcome you. This is somewhere where we teach about ATMs, passive income, entrepreneurship, and a whole on mindset. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down exactly what you guys have been asking me, which is, Austin, where is my stimulus check? I'm gonna be breaking that down for those of you that are wondering that. So stay tuned to the very end of this video, guys. So for those of you that have been following this channel thus far, obviously I've already done a video on who qualifies, who's gotten their stimulus check, who hasn't gotten their stimulus check and such. So go ahead and take a look at the other videos on my channel if you guys haven't already. That way I don't waste your time covering that yet again. Now, just to give you guys some statistics, for those of you that are like, yo, where's my money? There was 171 million rebate payments under the CARES Act. 80 million people have received their check, but what about the 101 million people that haven't? They received a potential paper check? While it was a huge announcement when the first deposit was released, the IRS is no longer doing that. They are no longer gonna be updating us when they're depositing the next checks. So what is the timeline of these checks? I'm gonna be breaking those down for you guys here. To start, as of April 20th, the IRS released that they are gonna be dispersing 5 million checks per week, and that happens to be not a specific date, so they have no idea when, or we have no idea when they're gonna be dispersing those checks, or really ultimately what days. While that's true, that they're gonna be dispersing the 5 million checks, you need to know that these checks will be dispersed on AGI. I'll break down into what that includes. Your adjusted gross income. It solely depends on when you get your check on your AGI, your adjusted gross income. Looks like they finally prioritized, again, who it is that needs the support and needs the support fastest. So if you made less money, you will be getting your stimulus check faster. Between 40 to 50K will be a week of May 22nd. So if you made anywhere from 40 to 50K, you will definitely, certainly need to be patient, because again, that deposit's not gonna hit your account until May 22nd. Now, a question you guys might be asking yourself is, I know exactly the specific timeline that they're going off, but realistically, the disbursement tier could take up to 20 weeks. I'm just gonna be brutally honest with you guys. My question is, who can wait 20 weeks for their stimulus check? The whole point of this is people need to survive right now. That's the whole point. I truly haven't understood what it is that they're going for. I understand that each of us need our stimulus check. Therefore, why would it take up to 20 weeks? Like, let's get these things out way faster than normal. There's a huge backlog right now. The new acts are being proposed every single day. The government is a madhouse right now. I don't know if you guys tuned in yesterday, but it was literally the Democrats and the Republicans for 4 hours, literally just yelling at each other. To summarize what those 4 hours that I watched was, that's literally what it was. But on average, 70-80% of Americans do not have 1K saved in their bank account. And you watching this video right now, you might not have $1,000 saved in your bank account. While the tier they created makes sense, the less money you make, the faster you'll get your stimulus check. The more money you make, the less fast you'll get your stimulus check. What about the guy who makes 110K a year and lost his job? His bills are fit that lifestyle. That's just what doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. If you're gonna tier it off, just understand that somebody that makes $100,000 a year, they have a lifestyle of $100,000 a year. Therefore, their expenses are a little bit higher than that broke college kid, unfortunately, that is watching this video right now, that understands that, hey, if you don't make six figures and you don't live a six-figure lifestyle. So my question is for the government, why almost discriminate in a sense, not knowing people's situations? I understand that there's a lot of individuals with less than $1,000 in their bank account that need their stimulus check, but I also understand looking at the guys that were making six figures and providing for their family and had 6 kids, and now all of a sudden he's not able to provide for those 6 kids. You know, things are making this take even longer, and here's some of the things that are gonna be making this whole stimulus check deposit elongate the process. Incorrect information that the IRS has, you know, for you, such as your mailing address, that's gonna elongate things. People don't even realize that. You know, some people have set up direct deposit previously, but the accounts are now closed for whatever reason, so that's gonna elongate this entire process. And again, every single chance that, you know, the government has to be able to elongate the process, unfortunately, that's what's gonna have to happen, because again, if they don't have the right mailing address, they can't get you your check. If they don't have the right bank account information, they can't get you your check, right? If your mailing address is anywhere incorrect, there's a change of address from the IRS website that takes 4 to 6 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. So if you go onto the IRS website, you change your address, it takes 4 to 6 weeks to update that. So for those of you that are in a hurry and you guys are in a rush and you guys are going onto the IRS website to update your information, the backlog in the portal, and you're updating your bank account information, if that bank account is wrong, if you just change one wrong number, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait 4 to 6 weeks. If you change your address, you're gonna have to wait 4 to 6 weeks. It sucks. You know, or you can go to the nearest postal service and pay $40 to change your address, or simply do it online. What happens when the bank rejects it? Then it gets back sent to the IRS. That could take weeks to reissue a check. Just understand that, like, all these issues that the government is having sending out checks is substantial, and ultimately it's just gonna elongate this entire process. Places you can go to fix the possible errors that the IRS may have for you is Get My Portal. Tax filers who did not provide direct deposit information for 2018 and 2019, you guys can go on to the Get My Portal. Enter payment info for individuals not required to file a tax return for whatever reason. These are both found on the IRS government issued website, and they are only found on the IRS government issued website. So again, go into Get My Portal, enter your payment information so that you guys can update your guys' bank account as quickly as possible. You know, and one thing I want you guys to be really weary of is be careful of scammers, right? The websites, the callers, they're even nowadays sending mailers. So you're gonna get some sort of postcard that's gonna look legit, it's gonna look amazing. Don't pay attention to any other website other than .gov, and I highly recommend each of you. You know, just to make things worse here, just to give you guys a breakdown of what I'm talking about when it comes to these scammers. You know, there's literally people out there right now that are currently trying to steal your identity. So be super careful, be super weary of that. You know, and honestly, this is honestly people are just taking advantage of other people. And the reason they're taking advantage is because right now is such an easy time to take advantage of other people, because people are home, people are not at their jobs, people are not working, people are around their phones, they're around their cell phones. So, you know, the worst time for this to happen is you know, right now, because simply we can't get a hold of anybody. There's not a lot of customer support, as you guys know. There's not a lot of phone support. There's not a lot of people that can help you do what it is that you need to do that a computer can't ultimately do, right? So, you know, that part of it is definitely a massive downside to this entire situation. If you can find a bank that's open, start a new account, and to get that direct deposit, that's just what I recommend. You know, if you guys want to get your guys' deposit just a little bit, you know, quicker and easier, just open a new bank account, online bank account, or go into your local bank if they're open a new account, go on to Get My Portal and actually set up that deposit information so that you guys can actually get paid. So, you know, again, I just wanted to summarize where your guys' potential check is, and really just the downfalls that the IRS is really coming across with, you know, not updating information, not able to ultimately deposit into the bank account. Or maybe they tried, and that's just the downside. And I want people to really realize that maybe they are trying to get you your check, but really, like, I know for me personally, I have moved like 10 times in the last 2 years. So, you know, updating my address on the postal service is not simple and easy for me to do. It's not something I create a priority. So chances are the IRS sent my stimulus check probably 7 addresses ago. And that's just something I want you guys to realize, right? And ultimately, if you are like, man, I've stayed at the same address for the last 10 years, well, that's amazing, that's incredible. Have you updated your bank account information? Did you do your 2018-19 taxes? Did you pay with via direct deposit? Did you pay taxes? Did you owe taxes? Did you get a check in the mail for taxes for your refund? Or did you get a direct deposit? There's so many things that, you know, ultimately went along with this IRS stimulus check that people, I don't think, realize. And ultimately people are just unhappy, and they're you know, impatient. And now I understand. I had friends and good friends that lost their jobs and have those 6 kids that need to pay that need that $1,200 to pay for stuff or to keep them somewhat afloat. And I see that, I understand that, but again, if you don't have all of your, one thing I do notice in the United States right now is most people are ultimately speeding up too fast, they're going too fast, they're almost in a rush to get their stimulus check, therefore they're updating their information incorrect. Therefore, when the government does go to direct deposit into your checking or banking account, you put the wrong routing number because you were going so fast and you didn't quadruple check that. And that is a common issue that people are having. If you didn't do your 2018 taxes, then did you do the right steps that you needed to do in order to get your direct deposit or get your check sent to you? You know, did you update your address via the postal service? If I were you, I would go do that. Spend $40 and do that, right? There's just a lot of things that I see happening right now that people are blaming the government. People are blaming every single person, but yet they're really not looking at themselves in the mirror, which ultimately is the reason why they haven't got their check yet, ultimately. But again, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to calm those of you down that are still watching this video that are like, man, I'm mad, I'm angry, I want my money, this is a scam, whatever it is. It's not a scam. Just understand how many people are in the United States today, understand how many people qualified for the stimulus check, and understand that the government is going to do the best that they freaking can, right? The government is a business. The government's a business. Every business out there is not 100% perfect. Understand that, right? I still order from Crest and toothpaste, and sometimes get a different toothpaste than when I ordered, right? So, you know, not every business out there is gonna be 100% spot on, rocking and rolling, and just understand that that's what it is. So guys, take the necessary steps, triple, quadruple check what it is that you guys have done in order for you to go out there and get your stimulus check. I see a lot of you guys going and watching 100 other YouTube videos on this, and that's good and that's great, but understand that you're not getting the right updated information all the time, because some of these guys are shooting videos last week and posting them next week. And just understand that literally within an hour, everything's updated. And a good guy to take a look at that is Meet Kevin. Actually, I'm gonna shout him out in my YouTube video. Meet Kevin, he updates us every 3 hours or so. He's absolutely murdering the game with that. So hats off to you, Meet Kevin, #1 trending on YouTube a couple days ago. So guys, you know, stay tuned for this. I will post some more updates as long as you guys enjoy these videos that I'm creating for you. If you haven't already, make sure and go smash the thumbs up button, because it helps the YouTube algorithm, helps me. You know, we're really trying to grow this channel as best as we can. So if you guys could help us out with that and shoot us a subscribe, we would certainly appreciate that and openly welcome you to the team. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Lewis here, just saying we welcome you to the team and saying we'll see you guys in some future videos.